would it take to do this? Just to cure a cause I can't ignore. If it's love, then it's wrong. Turn around and face me, but I don't know how. Come on, move a little closer. Come on, oh, I hear you whisper. Come on, settle down inside my mind. Said I'm a fool, coming down to the street.
Where the bush dance is.
Looks like bush dance. Wait. How you going? Good, how are you? Want ice cream? Come. We'll walk past it. We'll come back to it. Oh wow. Come, let's go find out. Hey, good, how are you? My boy would like to have a crack.
That's our problem. Just make way for somebody else to come on.
Okay, sure. No worries. Awesome. Thank you so much. Just have to wait for your turn, okay? Let's go over there. Let's go see what's in here. Hello.
Hello, how are we?
Good, thank you. This looks very special.
Yes, yeah, we are part of our military museum.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can I record you from a YouTube channel?
No, that's fine.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically, this is one of the oldest light horse buildings in Australia.
One of the oldest. Sorry, first of all, what's your name?
Graham Bray.
Awesome. I'm Kudzi.
Okay, good.
And what's your name, beautiful? Leslie? Desley.
And Steve.
And Steve. Can I call you Steve-O?
Yeah,
Okay, so what's the history?
Well, basically, the light horse in Australia were raised in Tabulum, in the Upper Clarence, and then this building was built originally in 1905, actually over next to the post office in the middle of town, but then because you needed the space and area for horses to graze and to whatever, they moved it from they moved the whole hall from next to the post office out to here with the big open area so that you could graze your horses. And then it's been both a light horse and an infantry base since then, up until the late 90s. In the 1980s, there was 9 regular army soldiers based out of here.
Okay.
They were in charge of all army cadets in this area. And so, yeah, there's been a few bits and pieces. And so we've got basically the history of this region, of which one part that most people don't realise is the Dutch army base that was here in Casino during the Second World War.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so when the Dutch were forced out of Indonesia by the Japanese, they came to Australia, and then they came here. On top of that, there were, you might find this interesting, African soldiers from Suriname in South America and the Dutch Antilles,
Yeah.
because they were Dutch colonists.
Yeah.
They were sent here to Casino to train
Okay.
because they didn't want them to go to North Africa to fight because it
Ah.
might upset the South Africans.
Because at that time the South Africans were doing their evil thing.
Yes, and all that stuff. So they were sent here to Casino instead. Unfortunately, the Dutch weren't much nicer because instead
Yeah.
of paying them properly,
Yeah.
they paid them in occupation money. So
Oh,
it was,
wow.
yeah, Japanese guilders and all that. So the money was worthless. They weren't allowed into town. They weren't allowed to mix it. But then those soldiers went up to fight in Borneo and all that sort of stuff. And then there was Javanese soldiers who also were there.
Yeah.
They were technical soldiers, you know, so they could restart the oil fields of Borneo quickly. But then when the war finished, well, Indonesia claimed independence, and the Dutch didn't like that. So the Javanese soldiers all of a sudden became prisoners in their own army camp. But because the Australian government had given them extraterritorial rights, the Dutch were allowed to do whatever they liked on their prison and their camp. So, yeah, we've got bits and pieces of that history and
Wow.
the local guys there.
Wow.
So there's lots of little things that
That's
you don't
fascinating.
realise. So, basically, you, across the road from the meatworks, you've got the council waterworks depot.
Yep.
So that was the technical side of the Dutch depot, and then going all the way through the cemetery, down through the dip and up towards the sale yards. That was all part of the Dutch army camp.
Wow.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to go in there?
Well, yeah, but we charge $5.
That's
to
not
go
a
through.
problem at all.
No worries.
Not a problem at
Go
all.
through there, and we help
Awesome.
show you what there is.
Come, son. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Card.
Yes. Make sure it's
This is fascinating.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
So, but essentially, normally we'd have it set up so you're coming through the front, but because of the nature of today,
You can hold the mic as you talk.
okay. Yeah, I live in Casino, yes, but I used to work in this building because I'm still a serving soldier now. Okay, but I work over at Lismore. But but I used to work in this building before the Department of Defence decided to sell it off and all that sort of stuff. But this.
Tell us some history about the
Yeah, so-
okay? So just listen.
So this building was originally constructed in 1907. Like I said, over in the main Barker Street. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so basically, it was transported out here in the 1930s onto this present site, and in the late 90s, early 2000s, the recruitment numbers for the Army Reserve at this depot were dropping, and so the Department of Defence decided to sell this, and they were going to just sell the whole land for redevelopment. There's only one problem. The land didn't belong to the Department of Defence. It was community land that was given for defence purposes. And so that's why Richmond Valley Council were able to acquire it. And then thankfully the Richmond Valley Council allowed us to open up this museum in 2016. And we've been able to collect it, and there's a sign at the towards the front of here which shows the differences between what this place was like in 2016 to what it is now. And that stuff. So a whole range of different displays for the different eras. For UN peacekeeping, Vietnam. Here we go. This in here. So these are the soldiers from Suriname.
Wow.
And all that sort of stuff that came out. So this is them arriving in Melbourne. And then the Indonesian and the actual Dutch soldiers. So it's a side of casino that you would not expect, right? And then so we've only just recently obtained these pictures. This is over at the council depot near the meatworks there. And these were in the Dutch National Archives in the Netherlands. And so we've only just recently found these pictures, and because who would be expecting to find pictures of casino in the Netherlands?
I know.
Yeah.
It's like the most random,
Yeah, so we're putting together. We've already got one display which is more about the political prisoners and the after-war stuff. But yeah, this is a little bit different. So these guys came here. You can see this picture. How there was a lot of the guys were technical soldiers to help with the oil fields in Borneo. But the guys from South America and the Caribbean, they were going to be regular infantry soldiers, and they end up fighting alongside the Australians in Borneo and Morotai. So you wouldn't think.
JJ, don't do that.
No, it's all right. That's okay. But does that look like casino? No.
So this is on this property?
Yep. Oh, no, on the Camp Victory, which is off Reynolds Road.
Okay.
And all that stuff. Yeah. Well, okay, so because this is... Oh, yeah, lots of military badges from all the different units.
Can you show me active soldier?
Yeah, we can show you lots of stuff. Like over here, see this horse?
Yeah, is that a soldier horse?
Yeah, this is a military horse, okay, because this is one of the oldest light horse buildings in Australia. Okay, so a lot of this is the way the light horse soldiers were before going over for World War One. Okay, and so this recently had a gentleman who came from the Australian War Memorial, and so here with the War Memorial, and so basically he's redone up this whole horse as it would be for real life. So this is indicates what property the horse came from. There's a number on his hoof. That's the serial number of the horse, and then there's a mark on the on there, which basically says that it's So just make sure I'm in range with for the Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but he wants to give me a 10
Oh.
there as well.
Yeah. Just get back. Go ahead. Here's a question for you. What do you think this is for?
Food.
No, it's actually the opposite. It's to stop the horse from eating. Okay, so you see it's got the big holes in there from debris. So because these were often in the desert, in Palestine. Yeah, it'd try to eat the last little bit of grass and the last bit of that, and thus it'd eat a lot of dirt and sand. And so they put this on the horse's muzzle to stop him from eating that. Okay, and then you'd tie this to the horse's front leg, and basically the horse couldn't run away, and thus you were able to control the horse. And then for the soldier, yeah, and this is his sleeping roll and tent.
Are you listening?
Yeah. Oh, the horse's tail. Yeah, that's all plaited up. I don't think they actually did that in wartime.
Yeah.
And so we've got a World War One room in here. So
World War One memorial room.
yes. So it shows here. So all the people in Casino who served.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. And so the ones with an asterisk are the ones killed in action, but there were many others who died beyond that.
Wow.
How long was this a long time ago?
Yeah, so it was 110 years ago.
110 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
We weren't here 110 years.
This
Yeah.
guy's he's 300
Yeah.
years old. I'm joking.
Yeah. So
Wow. This is like I came for the food and I'm just looking at
Yeah.
you guys and I've gone, hang on a minute, and all of a sudden this is like
yeah.
Teddy bear.
Yes, that is a teddy bear. Okay, so but he's dressed up like a soldier in the First World War.
Why does it look like that?
You will learn about it
Why
all
does
at
it
school.
look-
Yep.
Why does it look? Why does those bears look the eyes like that?
Just the way
the
it's
hat.
been made. Yeah, yeah,
That's how
Yeah.
was this a long time ago?
yeah. Well, see, all dressed up like the nurses who used to help the sick people. Okay, so you can imagine the sick people and all that stuff, and so it's not just.
got off the horse.
Yeah, it wasn't just boys who you had to go and serve. A lot of women served.
What did I fall off?
Okay, you're
Yeah.
asking too many questions.
Yeah, and then, all right, and in here, okay, there's 3 generals from Casino, okay, who were serving roughly in the same period of time, the late 80s, 90s, and early 2000s.
Jaden,
Yep.
Jaden,
Yeah,
don't go. Stop there.
and so yeah, this is their items that they've donated
So
to
these are
here.
the gentlemen that you're mentioning.
Yeah, it's the 3 different generals who all served
So
together.
that's Peter Arneson,
Yeah,
Ken Gillespie, Jim Connolly.
yeah. And then we have this library, which is open to anyone to come through and do any research. So we have a lot of people trying to research their family history or
Oh yeah,
Kid-
yeah,
or-
yeah.
young people who want to do a school
Project. of
project
some
and all that sort of stuff. So we're able to have all this.
Is this where they have a meeting?
Yes, we have meetings in here, but this also all the people around here. These are all local Casino people, or in the region around Casino, who have served in different places,
You know why?
and
Jaden?
including all their medals.
Australia is a beautiful country and it's a peaceful country.
Hmm.
You know why? Because all of these amazing people that we're seeing, the stories and everything, they defended the country.
Yeah.
So you'll learn about it in history, okay?
Yep.
I didn't even know when this happened. 'Cause
Yeah.
I even lived it at Sydney.
Well, I mean, it's one of the things you got to, you learn new things all the time. Every day you're learning something.
Yeah, because you go to your year school.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, for the sake of that,
Mm-hmm.
right, see these big round discs
Yep.
and all that stuff, and there's a couple down there.
Mm-hmm.
These are what's known as death pennies.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes.
No,
Just insane.
if a soldier got killed, the government would send one of these to the family in memorial of that. And then there's a badge. I'm afraid you're a little bit short, but there's a black badge up here with 2 stars on it, and that's a mother and widow's badge. And basically, that indicates that's a mother, and she has 2 sons because the 2 stars. have enlisted.
And what
That's-
material is that? Is that bronze? Is that
No, I don't know. Yeah, it's just a bronze badge, and it's a
okay?
simple silk material. But that's First World War. There was a slightly different one for the Second World War, and then we have all different types of swords. We have cavalry swords, Japanese katana. Down here, that's a kukri, and for that one, by tradition, if you take that out of the scabbard, it has to draw blood before it goes back in.
So there's that short one there.
Yeah, because that's a Nepalese Gurkha weapon, and so the soldiers would cut themselves
Just to put it back in.
and just to put it back in.
And then they die.
No. It's only a little nick.
What if I cut this?
Yeah, only a little scratch.
Just a little scratch.
And nice stuff. So here we've got World War II stuff.
Is that what I think it is?
What's that?
Grenade.
That's actually an illumination round. Okay,
What does that mean?
So basically, you fire it in the air, and it's got like a little flare and a little parachute will which is why it's got a big, large area there. So it's you fire that out of the mortar, it goes up in the air, and a little flare with a little parachute will float down and light up the area.
Oh, so if someone's hiding or whatever.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like, oh,
because
crap.
I mean, in this era, you didn't have night vision goggles or anything like that.
Yeah.
And so
It's like
there's a whole range of it. So you get larger version that's designed to be fired out of cannons, and then you've got smaller ones like this, or you've got big, giant, like 44-gallon drums, which are pushed out of aircraft,
oh my gosh.
and they light up kilometres
Yeah, wow.
around.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
And then here we've got Korea. Okay. In 2 years ago, I went over to Busan, which is in this corner, because a lady from Almara and her husband, who was from Swan Creek near Grafton, he was the commander of 3RAR in Korea when the war first started, and he was fighting up the side here, and he fought 3 different battles in a row, but then after the 3rd battle at Cheongju, he got killed. So he's now buried in Busan.
Yeah.
His wife then became, when she retired, became an advocate for Korean veterans and Korean families. And she, when she died, on what would have been her 100th birthday, she was laid beside her husband there. And it was televised on South Korean news and everything. It's okay, Olwen Green, and the book about her and her husband Charles Hercules Green is fantastic reading. The name's still Charlie. He was the youngest ever commanding officer in the Australian Army in the Second World War. He was a colonel at 25. Okay,
Wow.
he fought in Greece, and then his battalion got overrun, and he had to escape by island hopping through Greece.
Wow.
Back to Turkey. So it's all sorts of wonderful stories. And then down here is Vietnam, which a lot of our members here are Vietnam veterans. And so naturally they put a lot of pride into this area. So
There's a big Vietnamese community around.
not in Casino, as there's not a Vietnamese community, but I mean there are still a couple of dozen Vietnam veterans. So naturally this has a place of pride for them.
Yeah.
And of which 2 of our members would have been here tonight. You got Steve here who served, but they've gone up to Tamworth for an RSL conference. And then, yeah, but it's actually just got water. But you know what we use? Do you know what we use a couple of our fridges for? To put uniforms into, in the freezer part, because that keeps the insects away.
Ah.
Okay. Look, now, we'll show you a plane that is almost 110 years old. Wow. Okay.
A plane that's nearly 110 years old.
Yep. So this was the old stores shed, and so we've got an old World War II Blitz truck. That's a local farmer has been restoring it, and so storing it here.
Good on him.
Those photos of the Dutch soldiers I showed you before,
Yeah.
that's going to be mounted up on the back of this truck.
Oh, yeah,
we're
yeah,
going to do up a display. The council have only recently put a new roof on this shed,
Yeah.
and so that we're sort of in the process of rebuilding this.
JJ, don't
Yep.
do that.
So this airplane is 109 years old, 1916. Okay, it's owned by a pilot up in Brisbane. Okay, it's a Newport airplane.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is what they used to fly in the First World War. Okay, you got to remember, people had only been first learning to fly 10 years prior to this airplane.
Yes.
You can't hop in the airplane, but you can hop up on the side. You think you might still be a little bit short, but you can hop on that box. No, that box won't break. Yep.
So this is what they look like.
Yeah, you can try. So we've just removed the lower part of the wing because naturally it makes it easy to walk around.
Yeah.
Yeah, only one person can fit in it at a time. It's only a little small plane,
You're asking too many questions.
but I mean, if you go here, now, all right, see this thing? Right, this is called a decker. You know what a decker is used for?
Yeah,
No, it's like a telescope, but you actually use it to look down the bore of a barrel or a cylinder to make sure if the sides of the bore is parallel to each other
Right.
and all that sort of stuff. So it's part of the technical equipment.
Right.
Okay, and then so now we've got
Don't do that.
Vietnam stuff. Yeah, and what we're going to try and do now over the next couple of years is we're going to show how the wings were covered in fabric. Okay, and then they had a special coating that went over the top of it, the fabric, which is called dope.
He saw the gun.
Yeah, that's a mock-up of a...
So he would stand up and just open fire sort of thing.
yeah, because you got to remember at the start of the war, they didn't know how to operate with the propeller. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, like, originally they just literally had a pistol,
Yeah.
and they would just fire at each other with a pistol out of the cockpit.
Yeah.
Or then they might get a shotgun, and so then they put a machine gun on the top to fire over it, but that's not very accurate.
No.
But then they tried just putting metal sheets on the back of the propeller.
Just in case.
Just the ricochet,
Yeah.
but it still didn't work. But then they invented an interrupter gear that, as the propeller came to this part,
That's when the bullet would be released.
it would stop the bullets.
Oh.
But then as it went past there, the bullets would start firing again because it would have open area. Okay, so yeah, because like I said, this is people went from not having flown and having any aircraft in the army first,
So all of a sudden.
and then all of a sudden you had big heavy bombers, you had transport aircraft, you had all sorts of bits and pieces. So yeah.
And I can see the little model aeroplanes.
Yes, yeah. We're in the process of replacing them because, as you can see, that some of them are they're sort of not in a particular order and they haven't been painted up.
Yeah.
But we'll get through and improve things as is. But the big thing is just getting this so we could revamp and rejig it all.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
all sorts of bits of history.
JJ, there's your house.
Yep.
There's your bedroom. That's your room. See you later. Good night. Go in and sleep. But that's what they do, JJ. When they're in the bush,
Yep, in the jungle.
in the jungle, they make up like a little tree like that.
Yep, have a little hidey hole so you can't see it.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not. That's good. All right. So, your different radio handsets. This is the cleaning kit for a machine gun, M60 machine gun. Handset messing for you get 10 guys, and that'll be used to cook up meals for the section of 10 guys.
Wow.
And then this is
JJ, don't do that.
this is the cups canteen. So you have your water bowl fit inside there, and then they take that off so they could have an individual coffee, or they could have the rest of it. Yeah. So all little bits and pieces. So artillery shells. So this is from the cannons, okay, and then when some of the guys were bored, they would start carving the cannons and do trench art and make little pretty things out of it. So, and if you go out the back, see this one? It fits on the cannon that's out the back here. Okay, and then another one in there fits on the bigger one. Okay, and then we've got more of the light horse stuff, but not only just for the light horse, but you've got to remember, at that era, if you were classified as a driver, you weren't driving a truck. Pack animals and pack horses, and mules and donkeys. So that's what this is, as you can see with this gentleman here.
Yep.
So that was the main way of resupplying the soldiers. All this stuff is, you'd see, we're clearing that out.
Yeah.
And we'll make it all right. Oh. No, probably just. Oh. No. It's probably the fact that I was walked away, and now it's actually into the Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's. Yeah. Just hot because the hotspot's at the other end of the hall. Okay. Yeah. We'll just last two, I think, is over here. So.
You are amazing.
Oh no, worries. This is what we're here for.
You are what they call an expert, for sure. This is definitely a field, and it's amazing.
This first gun is a Bofors 40mm gun.
Yeah.
So that comes out of, well, the design comes out of Sweden. Okay. And then the gun behind that's actually a British 17-pounder anti-tank gun. And so that's in the ground roll, but that same gun was also mounted into tanks.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So that was in a Sherman tank called the Firefly. This first one, the Bofors, as an aircraft, you could get 2-barrel versions and 4-barrel versions of that. Okay, and they used to be placed not just on the ground like this, but also on ships, on trucks, also. Yeah.
And ideally, those 4 would be angled to a particular spot, or.
Oh, but basically, you have 2 people sitting on it.
Yeah.
One person's doing the gunning, the gunnery.
Yeah.
Another guy is just literally rotating and moving it around to get it onto that.
Yep.
And the other guy's, he'll do the firing control, getting the actual barrel on target.
Yeah.
And then there'll be another person standing right at the very end, and all he's doing is just fit 5 rounds each, and just putting the rounds into it. And it's like a machine gun. It's a pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's as quick as that.
I know what this is. You shoot something, you shoot that thing, and then it goes through, then it goes somewhere.
Yeah. It's shooting at airplanes.
A fatty?
Yeah.
The baddies, yeah.
The bad ones. Yeah. Yeah. But from that, our baddies become friends.
Yeah.
And all that sort of stuff. So.
Yeah.
Want to go to police station first?
No
This is my
worries.
YouTube channel.
Okay. No worries.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
You are going to be a well-liked, well-loved person, and I'm going to put this up in the next day or 2.
Yeah.
And thank you so much.
Not a problem. No, well, I'm a historian for the 41st Battalion, which is the Army Reserve unit in Lismore. So this is my bread and butter.
Yeah.
As far as that goes, I've been over to the Europe, to the World War I battlefields there. I've tracked a few, and I'm the secretary of the museum now with all the other volunteers we have here. And just getting
Fantastic.
So, yeah. So, do you like South African football?
Yeah, I love.
You like that?
His mum is South African.
No.
Me
So,
too.
so, who do you support? I bet your mother hasn't got your Vuvuzela.
We actually had
Oh.
one that he broke. He stood on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, probably a good
Wrong
thing.
one.
Remember in the blue thing in the garage that went.
Yeah, the big horn.
The Vuvuzela. In Sydney, the blue one. And then we ended up throwing it out because it wasn't making the noise anymore because you used to chew on it and step on it.
Yeah, do you know that picking up thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Oh my gosh. We're going to get some food
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
yeah.
And I
I
mean, if
need
you ever want to come back and all that, we're open Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 till 3 p.m.
Mhm.
And so the museums, they're the normal opening hours.
Mhm.
And yeah, the public can come in.
Mhm.
We've also we've revamped the War Memorial there. An artist called Ian Cope graciously allowed us to use his artwork to cover the front of it.
Mhm.
And the council have been gracious in their support with doing up this place.
Mhm.
And for your son there,
Mhm.
the Poppy Playground across the road. Because
Okay.
it's actually an army. In
Ah.
light of, because you've got to remember
Yeah,
Day
poppy.
coming up with the
Yeah,
poppies.
yeah.
So that's why you got the poppies on the climbing gym and all that down on the other side of the river.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Remember 1 second?
Say again?
Then when the show just came,
Yeah.
were you being? I don't. Was there pictures for you in there? I saw pictures of you.
No, well, I mean, I went to the first Gulf War. Okay, when Saddam Hussein went into Kuwait, I was in the Navy back then, not the Army.
Mhm.
And so I went over to Egypt and Saudi Arabia and all those places in the Middle East. And we boarded 296 ships in 4 months to make sure nothing bad was going through to Iraq. So Saddam
To
Hussein.
steal those ships.
Well, no, other people do that.
Somebody was going to do something bad, but a lot of
Yeah.
countries went in to help.
So we went in and we made sure, okay. And as I've just sort of found out today, the gentleman here selling the snow cones, he's actually U.S. Navy. He was in the U.S.
Look the boss. Look the boss.
He's the boss.
Yeah.
He's the boss.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know if
God
there's
bless you
any-
so much.
No worries, man.
Thank you so much.
Is there even something castles here?
No, there's no castles in Australia.